If you suffer from chronic pain, listen up. I think you guys know by now that I am a total fitness fanatic and always looking for ways to improve my health. That's when I discovered a turmeric supplement called Golden Revive Plus. After taking it for just a few weeks, I started to feel relief in places, quite frankly, I didn't even know I had pain. This stuff is incredible for reducing pain in your knees, back, hips, elbows, hands, or feet, and I wanted to share it with as many people as possible. That's why I'm recommending it on my podcast with a special discount just for the Right View listeners until August 31st. You can get 30% off your first order of Golden Revive Plus. Just head over to goldenrevive.com and use promo code Trump at checkout. Over 300,000 Americans just like you are already using Golden Revive Plus to get and stay pain-free. Again, head over to goldenrevive.com and use promo code Trump at checkout for 30% off your first order. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lara Trump. That's me, wanted for questioning. They come from you. Let's see what you got today. I still have a lot of questions that are yet to be answered, but I'm here to answer yours. So here we go. Question number 1. Hi Lara, I love your ribbon pin that you wore at the RNC. Where can I find a similar one? Thanks, and I love you guys. Okay, do you want a story? This is a story. Nobody knows where this pin came from. So thank you. That outfit that I wore, by the way, is Kira Boni La Petite Robe. And I'm very proud to always wear their clothing. It is beautiful, fits like a dream. And I think it's one of the more flattering looks on pretty much any woman. So if you're going on a stage in front of, I don't know, 100 million people, however many tuned in for that, you probably want to look pretty good. That ribbon, though, I had the black top and it was beautiful, but it needed a little something. One of my very good friends, Janine Pirro, said, you know what, I can help you out. I think I have something that'll look perfect with this outfit and it'll fit the tone of everything. And that was actually her pin. And then when I tried to return it to her, she said, no, I want you to keep it. It's my gift to you. How incredible. By the way, just a side note, Judge Janine Pirro is one of the great human beings of all time. She is as funny, if not funnier, off camera as she is on camera. I can't say enough about her. So I would love to tell you where you could get that flag pin. Unfortunately, I'll have to get back to you. I'll ask Janine where she got it, but how nice. Now I have it forever. So now I'm going to have to wear it. You know what? Maybe I will wear it for good luck on the evening of November 5th. In case you're unaware, that is election night. And then maybe I'll wear it again on Inauguration Day, January 20th of 2025. Maybe that's the good luck charm that I got from Judge Janine Pirro. So thank you, Janine. You're the greatest. Thank you for looking out for me. And otherwise, yeah, it would have still been a beautiful outfit, but it did add a little something, right? Sometimes I think it was Coco Chanel who said, once you get dressed and you leave, you should always take one item off, either earrings or necklace or something. That needed a little add. And so I'm very honored that I had that. So thank you. Thanks for noticing. Okay. Next question. Thoughts on Walz? All right. So we're talking about Governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. Also now the official running mate of Kamala Harris. The whole thing it's kind of crazy that we've ended up here. He's an unlikely choice. Here's what I'll say about this guy is that when given the opportunity to do something that maybe played more to the middle, which is kind of typically what you want to do in politics, if you're strategizing at all and you're saying, you know what, I probably have the people in my base. I might want to get maybe the people in the middle, the independents, and show them that I'm a little more in line with their views on things as well. And my running mate might reflect that. No, not here. Not Kamala Harris. No. This is a woman who was the most far left liberal senator in the United States Senate. They try to get that taken off the internet, but it is still out there. Internet's forever, babe. So that's how it goes. That's out there. She's very, very radical in her views on a lot of things. And all you got to do is go back and look at a lot that she said over the years. You don't even have to take my word for it. You can take her own word for it. And so you had a couple of people who'd sort of been positioned to be a possible running mate for her. Of course, you had Mark Kelly, the former NASA astronaut from the state of Arizona, an important state to win in this election. Potentially the most vital state to win in this election, though, is the state of Pennsylvania. And you had Josh Shapiro, the governor there, who was a Jewish man who was really kind of focused on, I think, heavily by the media, but certainly, I think, as well by the Kamala Harris campaign in the very short time that has been alive and a thing. And a lot of vetting, a lot of information about him out there, a lot of appearances he made out there. Even an appearance where, because of his pro-Israel views, again, as a Jewish man, he had to go out and denounce those and say, you know what? Maybe I made a mistake. I was a little too strong in my support for Israel, which is wild, but okay. So he went out and did this. And then what did Kamala Harris and her team do? They said, nope, you know what? We're not going to pick this Jewish guy. We're actually going to go with someone who himself is very radical and far left in a lot of his views, in the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. Now, Minnesota is a state that's been solid blue for the Democrats for a long time. I don't know, maybe they got worried because we did add it to our battleground map here in 2024 for the Trump campaign. That is a true story. We added Minnesota and Virginia, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago onto our battleground map, because we got great polling out of both those states that would suggest that they are in play very much so for Donald Trump. Maybe she got spooked by that and said, oh, we got to get the state of Minnesota back in the win column for us. But I actually think it's different than that. I think that this really shows who Kamala Harris is, and the views that she has are truly reflected in this choice, right? Tim Walz is very radical. This is a guy who put feminine hygiene products in boys' bathrooms in school starting in 4th grade. Why would you want those there? I don't know. It seems outrageous to me. This is a guy who also thinks that if you're a parent who is against a sex change operation for your child, then you maybe should have your rights to that child revoked. And that is really frightening, I think, to a lot of parents, and totally insane to a lot of people. Of course, he's giving IDs and driver's licenses to illegal immigrants. He's a sanctuary state there, and he's very proud of it in the state of Minnesota. It's frightening because if these are things that have already happened in his state and he's there alongside Kamala Harris, think about what that could mean for the future of our country. Imagine that as a nationwide initiative. I'm not really in favor of that. I don't think a lot of people are in favor of that. I certainly think that the state that they want to win as well, Pennsylvania, they're both and very much in favor of banning fracking and anti-energy here in this country. They both have big EV mandates that they want to hit. I don't know. There's just a lot that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I know I'm not the only person. So that's her pick. I think it's a little crazy. I think it's a little bit of a crazy play, quite frankly, if you're trying to win the presidency. But hey, that's her pick. We're fine with it at the Trump campaign, because there you have the two radicals who want to take the country in an even further direction on the wrong side of things. I mean, gosh, we're in a bad spot now. Think about it getting worse, which it would be with those two. I'm very happy with the Trump years. I'm very happy with more money in people's pockets. Inflation low, 1.9%, by the way. $1.87 was gas price during the Trump administration. That's when it hit a low there. That's a nice price. Right now, I think the national average is somewhere close to $4, $3.80 something maybe. I just filled up my gas tank today. I think it was $3.98 a gallon, and that's just for regular. Yeah, I didn't get premium. So, I want things back there. I want no new wars. I want peace agreements instead of wars. I want our standing on the world stage. I don't know, a secure southern border. All those things are important to me. And if they're important to you, then I would say Tim Walz is probably not the person for whom you want to vote as a vice president. And you probably don't want to vote for the woman running for president, Kamala Harris, either. So that's what I'd say about that. Okay. Next question. What's the most important thing for us Trump supporters to do right now? We got a lot. We got an election to win. We're coming up on early voting. We're coming up on mail-in absentee ballots being sent out in a lot of states. And we need a couple of things. First of all, we want to make sure that this is a free, fair, and transparent election. I know we talk about this a lot, but it's important, and it is the number one focus we have at the RNC right now. If you want to be part of our election integrity program, I'll tell you what we need. We need attorneys. We need lawyers. If you are a person, it doesn't have to be a person trained in election law. We will train you. But you are a lawyer out there in this country and you want to get involved and you want to help us. We need you. We want to have 500 lawyers on the ground in every battleground state coming up in this election, and we need to have it the first day early voting starts in a lot of these states. Protectthevote.com. Again, protectthevote.com is the website. We will bring you in, we will train you, we'll tell you what to look for, and we'll tell you how things need to operate and what you should be looking out for. We don't interfere in the voting process in any way. We want every person, no matter if you're voting Republican, Democrat, or third-party candidate, to feel like your vote matters and your vote counts, and that is the goal of that. Protectthevote.com. Please come sign up. We need more volunteers to be poll watchers and poll workers as well. But if you are an attorney or you know an attorney, get them involved, protectthevote.com. And then we've got to get all the people in this country who are low propensity voters, but we know will vote for Donald Trump out to the polls. How do we do that? It's called Trump Force 47. So what is that? That is an operation that we have underway right now with the Trump campaign. It is the same model we used in the primaries. And remember, Donald Trump got more votes in the primaries than any primary candidate in the history of America. We want to take that model and we want to apply it to the general election. What does that mean? That means if you go to TrumpForce47.com and you sign up to be one of our captains, we send you the people. You need to do very little work on this. We've already done the work. We have these people targeted. They're people in your area. They're people in your neighborhood. They're people you might see at church, at the grocery store, at your kids' school. We know they're Republican voters, and all you need to do is get them involved. You go knock on their door. We give you all the information. We train you in terms of what you need to do. Get them involved and get them out to the polls. You target 10 people and we'll make sure you get 25. You target 25 people, we'll make sure you get 50. You do 50, we'll send you 100. And if you get 100 people, guess what? You are coming to celebrate with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago for the party on November 5th when he's reelected as the 47th president. So here are the two websites you need to remember. Protectthevote.com, be part of the election integrity team. Come be part of our ground game and the way we're going to swamp the vote in this election. TrumpForce47.com. Again, Trump Force, the number 47. See what we did there, .com. We want you to be part of the team. And that's how we win this election. And encourage your friends and family. Get out and vote early. Look, I say this so much. I feel like I'm a broken record, but it's so important we get out and vote early. The Democrats always beat us in the early vote. We need to start changing that, because once your vote is banked and we know we don't have to target you, guess what? We can take our resources and we can focus it on other people and we get more people involved in the process. That's how we win. So get out and vote early. Either vote early, vote absentee by mail. We at the RNC are making sure that these are safe, secure, transparent ways to vote in this election cycle. But make a plan. Get out and vote, and then get everybody you know involved and become part of our teams. We want to have you. Okay. We've all seen how quickly life can change. The outcome of a single event can impact our entire nation. Now more than ever, it is critical to be prepared. Do not wait until it's too late. Protect your family with ReadyWise emergency food. With ReadyWise emergency food, you're covered not just for the worst, but for anything that life throws your way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing you have delicious, nutritious meals ready when your family needs them. ReadyWise has a huge selection of freeze-dried meals from breakfast to pasta dishes. You can be assured that your food will be good to eat when you need it with their 25-year shelf life. ReadyWise is an American company that cares about its fellow citizens, you, and is committed to your safety. Visit ReadyWise.com and use promo code TRUMP20 at checkout for 20% off any regular priced items. That's ReadyWise.com, promo code TRUMP20. You've asked and MyPillow listened. They're finally bringing you the most requested offer ever. Right now, you can get the queen size premium MyPillow for only $19.98. MyPillow is made with patented adjustable fill, and it adjusts to your exact individual needs regardless of your sleep position. It helps keep your neck aligned and holds its shape all night long so you get the best sleep of your life. But that's not all. Get their 6-piece kitchen or bath towel sets for only $25, the brand new mattress topper for as low as $69.98, and their famous MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $25, and so much more. Go to MyPillow.com or call 800-624-3945 and use promo code TRUMP to get huge discounts on all MyPillow products, including the premium queen size MyPillow, only $19.98. That's the lowest price ever. Don't delay, order today, and use promo code TRUMP. Next question. How do I find a rally in my state? You can always go, if you have questions about any of this stuff, always go to donaldjtrump.com. We post everything there. You can find out a lot of information. You can find out about Trump Force 47 there. You can find all the information you possibly need, donaldjtrump.com. Do you have friends out there who are like, what about Project 2025? First of all, if we are still going down this path, and I know why we're going down this path, because let's be honest, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz have nothing to talk about at these rallies. What are they running on? I'm sorry, did I miss their platform? Did I miss their policies? Oh, they haven't put any out. Wait for it, except for Donald Trump's policy of no tax on tips. They ripped that one right off from Donald Trump. Amazing how that happens. And apparently, although she's been the border czar, don't let him trick you. Yes, she has for 3.5 years. And Kamala Harris has let almost 11 million plus people, I'm sure probably closer to 15 million, illegally in this country under her watch. All of a sudden, she's putting out ads. She's going to be tough on the border. Are you kidding me? Don't let these people fool you. If you have a friend out there who talks about Project 2025 because Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are spouting it off at these events that they're doing, first of all, it's a lie. And they know it's a lie and they don't care. They're happy to lie to you. Are you kidding? They lied about Joe Biden for years. You think these people have a problem with lying? They don't. They're lying right to your face when they talk about Project 2025. Send your friend to donaldjtrump.com. You can find out what he actually wants to do with this country. You can find out his platform and his policies there. I'll wait until we see that on Kamala Harris's website. And I don't know that it'll be anytime soon because I don't think they've told her what her policies are. You see how that works? Yeah, exactly. But you can find out everything you need, donaldjtrump.com. Okay. Final question. Will the Dems get away with lying to the American people like they did with fracking in Pennsylvania in 2020? Yeah, like I said, these people, that's what they do. They're happy to lie to you. And some people call it gaslighting. I'm tired of that term. It's not gaslighting, it's lying. And they know they're lying. They know they're lying about a federal abortion ban with Donald Trump. They're trying to scare women out there, all the independent women out there who are like, I don't know, I did like how life was with Donald Trump, but Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and the Democrats and MSNBC and all these people, Donald Trump will sign a federal abortion ban. No, he said this is back in the states. This was never my decision to make. The Supreme Court sent it back to the states, and that is the most democratic thing that could possibly happen. So guess what? You in your state actually get to vote on it. How amazing is that? Isn't that interesting? That's how the founders set this country up. Yeah, they're going to try to lie. They'll lie about everything. Of course, Tim Walz, by the way, I said this in an earlier question. Tim Walz and Kamala Harris are not in favor of fracking. They are not in favor of anything keeping us as an energy independent country. Look at where we are right now. That the first order of business of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was shutting down the Keystone XL pipeline. We had energy independence and we were almost energy dominant when Donald Trump was in office. That wasn't just good for us economically. That didn't just bring our gas prices down and ensure that inflation didn't get out of control, but it also gave us a very strong standing on the world stage. We weren't reliant on our adversaries for fuel, Iran, Russia. We didn't have to go to Venezuela for it. We could get it right here at home. And by the way, anybody who thinks that the process is somehow cleaner if we're getting our oil from one of these other countries, are you kidding me? Are you guys crazy? They're going to try to lie because that's all they can do. They'll lie about abortion. They'll lie about energy. They'll lie about Project 2025. They'll lie about everything they possibly can because that's the only way these people can actually win. And Donald Trump in his first X post said it right. I think the question really of this entire election, and maybe you should pose this to some of your friends who are on the fence, is are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? It's the Ronald Reagan question, but it's applicable right now. If you don't like the way this country is headed right now, you can make a change. If you think back to how your life felt when Donald Trump was in office, the proof is in the pudding. You know, don't look at what they say about Donald Trump. Look at what he actually did when he was in the White House. And I think all your questions are answered. Life was better off when he was in the White House. Yes, you need to go vote for him. And guess what? I don't care if you don't tell a single soul. Go in there and do what you know deep down is the right thing to do for this country. And you ought to tell your friends that. Tell the ones who have kids, the ones who are saying, oh, they say that I should vote for Kamala Harris. Oh, yeah, all the celebrities. Megan Thee Stallion thinks you should vote for Kamala Harris, so you should vote for Kamala Harris. No. You know the right answer to this question. You know who kept you safe. You know who made this country prosperous? You know who made your life a lot easier and made sure that we actually put America first? It was Donald Trump. And I think that's how people are going to go vote. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody who will listen. That's what we got to do. All right. That's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Please send us more questions. You can post right here under this episode, or you can go to any of our social media platforms. And until next time, we'll see you back here for more of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.